So here we have a Compaq Presario 5000, and this is a very common machine, cheap machines from early 2000s. In fact, my first computer I owned was one of these. I had the monitor, it's an MV540 Compaq CRT monitor, and a Presario 5000 with it. I'm not sure exactly what model. It had a Celeron 566, I believe it was. A 10 gigabyte. Crap, what was it? I think it was a Quantum Fireball hard drive. I think it only had like 128 megs of RAM. Ran Windows Millennium Edition when I got it. Used it like that for about a year. Then upgraded to XP. I also put, I think, 512 megs of RAM in it. Used it for a while. And then I upgraded my machine to an HP D530 small form factor, which I have right here. Not this exact one, but it's one like it. Now this machine, I'm not sure what model it is either, because it said, if I don't drop it off the table, it said on the sticker here. It might say it on the bottom, so I'll flip it up. And you can tell how devoted I am to good quality videos. If it says there, I don't see it. Anyway, of course it's missing some feet. But I got this. What was I telling you? Anyway, this case is kind of broken, and if anybody knows the purpose of these Q things, they pop out. I can't get this one out. Let me know. I like these cases, though, although they do kind of sit funky. This machine has a bit of an interesting story behind it, and I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I'm sure it does. Because if we pop this cover off, look in here, you'll notice this is not a Presario 5000 motherboard. This is, I believe, an MSI motherboard. Just judging by this. It's got an AMD of some nature. I'm assuming by that. I don't see any markings on this board. Anyway, this board has SATA connections, which is something this machine would never have. And this machine would have originally taken, shit, what am I trying to say? It would originally have taken PC 133 RAM, like this, as opposed to the DDR that's in there. Well, whoever built this did not do it. They were not going for performance or anything expensive besides for this graphics card. Not sure about that. They've got IDE drives. In fact, this is not even plugged in. Yeah, this drive's not even plugged in. I'm gonna plug that in. I don't know if there's something wrong with it, and that's why it's unplugged or what, but I just plugged in the disk drive. This power supply as well is one that would have come in a Compaq machine, but not this particular Compaq machine. If I recall correctly, my other Compaq Presario 5000, and I've owned more than one of them, but all of them, I believe, had a power supply branded Compaq in them, but since I don't think they ever had, they did have one with an early Pentium 4. So if this machine came with that, this might be correct. Because the ones that I had did not have the P4 connector in them. The ones that I had were Celeron and Pentium 3. I only had 2 of them, but anyway. So, that's kind of interesting. This motherboard showing some signs of distress. Now, if I can get this case cleaned up, alright, and get this front panel fixed, it's kind of loose, I glue it, I don't know. I do like these. If you want that, you can use that. I do like these machines. And I've got a motherboard here from a Lenovo ThinkCenter, particularly an M71E, I believe. This system takes a second generation Core i series processor, and I might go ahead and put this in there if I can get this case fixed up. Depending on the specs of this motherboard, if it's okay, I might just leave it in here, although it does have the bad caps. Interestingly enough, it seems that it has standard connectors. That one's kind of tight. But this case seems to have standard connectors. This one's not hooked up. It's a reset switch. But it appears that it has standard connectors, so that's interesting. I didn't know these cases were that standard. Anyway, let's go ahead and get it plugged in and see what we got. Okay, I've got it plugged in. Nothing's blown up yet. I wonder if these work. They do appear to be plugged in, and I will test that with this flash drive here. Anyway, let's go ahead and... Okay, it didn't blow up. That's good. I don't know what key I pressed to get into the setup utility. I got nothing. Hello? Okay, well, nothing's happening. I've got number lock on the... Oh, well, it is responding. Something not plugged in or something? Oh, I see. I got the monitor. Alright, let me turn it off. I had the monitor plugged into the onboard graphics. And this thing has a graphics card installed. So, oh, that's interesting. Let me turn it back off for a second. Okay, we do get something. It was turned off and the keyboard was still lit up. It's not doing it now, though. Okay, so we got action. Looks like I pressed delete to enter BIOS. Okay. Not familiar with these boards. Okay. Floppy drive is connected. It's got the date and time right, which is interesting because I've gotten this. I've had it sitting around before I've bothered to even bring it inside for like a month. How do I get to the specs? I just want to see the specs of this thing. Wouldn't be in any of this. Hardware monitor? PC health status. Yeah. I don't think it'll boot off of this, but we'll see what's on it anyway. Alright, well just... Yes. Let me see what it does. Okay. Well, the people who owned it had some sense. I'm wondering, like... I'm gonna look at the specs, but it doesn't seem to really be a really fast machine or anything. I mean, the spec-wise. So I'm wondering if maybe their motherboard in this system died. And this just happens to be the way they got it working. Let's see here. Service Pack 3. So, AMD Sempron 1.8 gigahertz, 512 megs of RAM. Yeah, not exactly what I would call the fastest thing in the world. RAID controller, I don't know about that. It's an NVIDIA GeForce MX 400. Don't know anything about that. It does have... it doesn't say if it's gigabit or not. Nothing in my documents. Nothing. Okay. Well, it does have Microsoft Office installed. Office 2003. Should turn Clippy on. Clippy ain't... Okay, well, no, I don't want to... No, I... Okay. I do like Clippy, though. Cancel, just go away. Just go away. Let's see here. No. Okay. Let's see, what's the last? 2013 was the original install date. Now, I believe 1.8 gigahertz, and it's a single core. I'm just gonna connect the Ethernet. I mean, might as well. It doesn't appear that there's any malware on this thing. It appears to be a pretty clean version of the clean install. There is internet now. Try that again. Okay. Okay. Yeah, she's slow. What is the CPU that was in this thing again? I didn't even look and see how big the hard drive is. I'll look at that in a second. AMD Sempron 3000 Plus. I know nothing about AMDs, by the way. It was introduced in 2004, so it's definitely newer than this machine. Yeah, I'm not waiting for this. It's crappy. Let's see what this flash drive will do. USB nice, not recognized. Well, at least it recognizes there is a USB device. Now it says my hardware is installed and ready to use. See if it recognizes it. It doesn't appear that it did. Well, now it says it's installed and ready to use again. But it's certainly not in there. Okay. What about the disk drive? Well, it works. At least it opens. So I don't know if the front USB is working or not. Yeah. Definitely a weird system. There's nothing on here like... Nothing. 512 megs of RAM. What good is that for? I mean, I guess in 2000... What am I doing? I guess in 2004... that was okay. But... Acrobat's installed. Office is installed. Nothing else. Okay, well that's weird. That was quick.